ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanay All, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings of all our industry stalwarts. We hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leader interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders, right? Great learnings from great leaders assist everyone. They help us to identify, nurture, and work on trade secrets that have already proven a success formula for so many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such corporate veteran on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Miss Seema Bangia. We welcome you on the show, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tanay. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
She is an accomplished senior human resources professional with a distinguished career marked by exceptional leadership, strategic vision, and a proven track record of driving organizational success. As an executive with great insights into interdepartment, domain, and industry workings, she brings extensive expertise in aligning HR strategies with business objectives, fostering organizational culture, and spearheading transformative initiatives. In her role as Chief People Officer at Mahindra Defence Systems, a division of Mahindra and Mahindra, she has served as a strategic business partner for the entire Aero and Defence sector. Her responsibilities include linking HR strategy to business strategy, overseeing the balanced scorecard, and managing a conglomerate of 2 joint ventures and 6 business divisions. So, ma'am, could you provide us a brief overview of your professional journey?
Sure, Tanay. Before I start, first of all, thank you so much once again for inviting me and giving me this platform to reach out to a larger audience. And now coming to the question, my professional journey has been very fulfilling and of course satisfying, full of surprises, learnings, insights about human psychology. I've learned that human behavior is the prime when it comes to any transformation. Now, as you know, my background, I've worked across industries. And when I was shifting from one industry to the other, like let's say from telecom to consumer electronics. So people ask me that you're shifting in your industry. So what makes you? What are the challenging situations you face? So my response to them was that people are the same. Their issues are the same, whichever industry they are. The human behavior is the same. So that's what I've learned, that it is the prime when it comes to any transformation in any organization. And I think I was destined to be part in this profession. I started my career with sales and marketing, but just after a short while, I realized that my calling is somewhere else. And then there was no looking back. And that was in AT&T long back when I shifted gears from marketing role to full-fledged HR role. And that's it. Since then, it's been there, starting from operational to strategy. And so far, very, very profound journey. Yeah.
Ma'am, what were your early career inspirations leading you to excel in the HR field? And what are your day-to-day professional life motivations?
See, to start with, and to be very honest, getting to know about people and their working style led me to this field. My inspiration comes from resolving problems, managing people issues, human relationships. And in the beginning, it was more of like transactional and operational role. But thereafter, over a period of time, with my knack for understanding human behavior and showing my consistency and perseverance, I was given a bigger role. And the journey was like step by step, and more complex situations, projects were assigned. For example, ramping up for a new project. When I joined defense sector, I was given a task that there's a big government program coming up and we want to start zero base. So that was again a very challenging assignment.
Yeah.
And then maybe setting up a vertical zero base, coming out of crisis situation, be at the shop floor or the IR/ER matters. Then while I was doing that, then CSR happened, compliance happened, and then finally ethics, POSH, they all come under that. And eventually I was given a chance to work as a board director. So right now I'm on the 3 boards and working very closely with the leadership team. Second part of your question is my day-to-day professional life motivations. So I think I focus on excelling in what I'm doing, creating the value, bringing positive change. And here I would like to quote my mentor, and smile comes to me when I think of him. He said, and I quote, that there are 3 components for any job. There are beauty, benefit, and good. So beauty means you should enjoy what you do. It should be to your liking and temperament. Benefit means, of course, besides fulfilling your financial craving, it should be full of growth opportunities, learning. And the third one, good, means that, as I said earlier, value creating, trailblazing, and for a larger good you should be working towards. So these are 3 my motivational things. I look for it. Of course, beauty and good every day. Benefit follows it. So my focus is on these 2 areas, and that's my day-to-day life motivation.
Ma'am, given your extensive experience, what do you believe are the most crucial elements in creating a positive organizational culture?
Let's first understand where this culture comes from. Is it top-driven, bottom-up, or some external phenomena? In fact, I've done some extensive research when I was writing my book on culture. And the bottom line is it is generally top-driven in most of the organizations, or rather all organizations. This means before aligning the middle and bottom of the pyramid, the top has to be aligned with the purpose of the organization, purpose of being there, and be a role model for rest of the, teams. So purpose, vision, mission of the organization should be very well understood and followed first by the top management before they start populating down the line. So this is one. And another crucial element, what I believe, is walk the talk. Then commitment, believing in the purpose, people-centric, respect corporate governance, being ethical, and having zero tolerance for any unethical behavior, whether big or small. And the latest one is added is the empathy. This is especially after, post-COVID era, where empathy, during COVID era, empathy was the key differentiator between an organization, good organization, and not so good organization. It was there. Empathy was there, but it has now become an imperative that any leader should have, not only display that, but actually believe in it. And this is one of the winning behaviors. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what piqued your interest in corporate governance?
Okay, so this comes as the latest one to my portfolio, corporate governance, as I said earlier. And this is in a quest of like how you create a better world. So far, my focus was doing the business, like talent acquisition, all routine HR, transactional HR, and then, of course, linking HR strategy with the business strategy, all that. And the key differentiator came out as corporate governance. So we know what to do, but corporate governance tells us how it should be done. I believe my experience of now 30 plus years has given me so much confidence, and especially working in many regulated industries, governance has become part of regular schedule that now I realize I must contribute and create that beauty in what I'm doing for a larger group. So this is my natural trajectory, and I really believe in it. We have seen many great organizations falling flat if governance is missing. I don't want to name any, but I think we all know whom I'm talking about. In fact, the Company Act 2013 is the outcome to address such gaps. If I look at the current trends and study the future landscape, corporate governance is going to be the key differentiator between effective and not so effective organization.
As someone with a good understanding of corporate governance, what values do you bring to the table?
I think values comes from one's own experience. When you work in so much variety of context, industries, sectors, that gives you a lot of knowledge and experience. And with that vast variety of landscape, of course, challenges also one has managed. And culminating all these learning and insights into a positive preposition will give me a chance to create a better world. Yeah. And I would like to work with the boards in any capacity and any industry. And I also believe ECG is here now, which has much more to create and give back. So I would be happy to contribute in this space. Board and leadership coaching is another dimension which I'm working on. As I'm also a certified coach, my coaching ability will come handy when I'm dealing with leadership and working closely with the board. So I think all these put together, I'm very confident that we'll be able to create lots of value.
Ma'am, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with respect to changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see in the future with the advent of all these new technologies like AI, ML, blockchain, big data, digital twin, Web 3.0, etc.?
So many, right? When I started my career, we were not even 1.0 of technology, right?
Yeah.
That era was like telex was there. Maybe your generation have not heard of. Pager, I don't know whether you've heard of or not. And this example I quote, this is my favorite example because I was there, I've seen it. When the mobile were launched, the telecom was launched, we were like working in that domain. We were very skeptical whether what will happen to the pager technology. It will eat up so many jobs. What will happen to those people working behind the scenes, the pager, the people who, the call receivers and sending the messages. But anyways, now we have seen what kind of transformation, right? And rather than doing away with those roles, technology helped us to create so many roles. And it helped us to generate so much of employment. Now, all my HR operational processes have been taken care by technology, if you ask me. And day-to-day HR is done by the bots. And more meaningful roles being crafted for HR professionals, be it culture building, capability building, managing VUCA Bani environment, So these are much more bigger challenges and where human intervention is required. I mean, you can't do away with human intervention when you come to such kind of context. And similarly, in future versions of technology, many more such roles will emerge. And I keep motivating my fraternity people, especially the new starters, the young generation, that don't get swayed by what will happen to their role or whether they'll have jobs or not. And I believe in that more and more routine operational roles will disappear, but not in oblivion, but to our wards, and more new creative roles will emerge. So to answer your question, I've seen a complete landscape changing from zero base to whatever 3.0 or whatever version you call it, big data and machine learning. So these are all helping us to do better our job, right? These are all I see more as coming as handy tools or technology or instruments which help you to do better. So I see them as that, but not as a threat to any of our, fraternity people. Yeah.
Ma'am, we're building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
I think I would give my compliments to them. This is such an apt and timely intervention. And this is at a time when our country, or I mean, specifically our country taking that, moving that role from just being the third world to a leading in the at the globe, across the globe, I mean to say. And actually, they are creating a lot of value for nation. So if they were not there, I would have not been here. You would have not been here, right? And the kind of value we are creating this awareness, bringing in this discipline, focusing on ESG. So this would have not been possible the way we are doing right now, in a very structured way. And this is more like a movement they have started. And I'm very, very delighted to be part of this initiative. The kind of research for each topic and quality of comprehensive content they have created is really remarkable. And my best wishes to them. And I'm sure they have a long way to go to create this. So thanks to Jishan, thanks to Hevel, and of course to the entire team working behind the scenes.
Great, ma'am. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, and wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably has expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tanay. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.